too. And my experience was, it heavily impacted the kind of woman that I am now. And it also impacted our lives, where my mother was going through what I'm going through right now, where she was forced into poverty, and my grandmother the same. So as their offspring, or as their, descendants, I should say, I really wanted to know what that whole situation was about and why that had happened. And so that was my journey, but I just wasn't talking about it with anybody. And then along comes this situation with me, and I'm not understanding what that, what all is going on, but I'm seeing similarities. That is why people think that I am, speaking on them, when in fact, I'm not speaking on them. I'm actually just speaking on things that have already happened to me and my mother and my grandmother with me growing up. And now kind of in a space where resolve is a possibility, maybe. It can possibly be, I'm not sure, but it may not. And I'm okay with that as well. But I need for people to, stop making these comments about, me and being a mom and go take care of your kids and doing all this stuff. It's like, you don't know me. None of you do. Be mindful of that. You don't know me at all. But I'm trying to allow people to get to know me, which is why I post on IATB 100 and on X, Real Me Talia B. That's why I post, so that people can get to know my personality a little bit more. I'm not really concerned about being some form of a famous person. I'm not interested in any of that, because I see what some people have to deal with. And baby, listen, ain't no way. So moving forward, I'm just cool with having my little business on the side, and, having my clients and being able to provide a service, or, doing something to help humanity out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool just being low key on that note. I don't really need to be like known and popular. I'm not big on that anyway. So back to what I was saying, though. I hear what people are saying, and it is out of line, but I can also understand where people could possibly think I'm out of line because they don't know the entire story at all. And I'm not going to spend the rest of my life trying to convince you. But what I will say is that, before you pass judgment, maybe take a little bit of time to learn more about who I am and what my story is before, you get to going all out there and creating all those narratives, right? That's actually what got us here, believe it or not, is people creating narratives and slandering me, and my not knowing and just living my life, and unfortunately having to kind of bear the brunt of what, the results of what these people have done. And I had absolutely no idea why certain things were happening in my life. And I'm literally trying to take care of my kids, and because of this situation, my family has suffered. I have suffered. My career has suffered. My, everything. So, I mean, if there's someone who positions himself to be your enemy, I think that's what they would probably want. So I make sure that I give people the validation that they need, when they have put in a good and hard day's work.